But today I just want us to look at why marry, because we believe that the institution of marriage was instituted by God. And God has a reason, a clear reason why we should get married. Okay, we have a list of them, but I just brought out just 5 points, which I believe that, this is whenever we say we want to get married, this is what God has in his mind, for people that want to get married. So the first one we're going to be looking at is a companionship. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. Okay, the Bible was talking about, he said, God said it's not good for a man to be alone. Say, I'm going to make him a helpmeet for him. Okay, so it's not good for a man to be alone. And God said, I'm going to bring a companion to the man to be together. They care for each other, they submit for each other. In the beginning, when God made Adam before Eve, the first day that Adam saw the woman. Okay. Now Adam he said, this is the bone of my bone, and this is the flesh of my flesh. Therefore, she should be called woman because she was taken out of me. So Adam has clear definition why he named the wife woman. He said because she was taken out of me. So she was part of me, and that calls for responsibility. When you're taking care of your wife, you're taking care of yourself. When you're caring about your wife, you're caring about yourself. Your name is a woman because you are taken out of me. Okay. But I want to tell you something, that something happened after the fall. This was what happened before the fall. After the fall, Adam, the same person that Adam called the woman, Adam called her Eve, because with a different definition of who that person, because it was after the fall. And I said, your name shall be called Eve because you are the mother of many. You see, that's why sometimes you see some families today, the families today, their relationship are in shambles. You see a man maltreating the wife because the wife doesn't have a child. Okay, so you see a man disrespecting a woman, maltreating the woman, dealing with the woman. Sometimes most men even beat their wife. Okay, now let me tell you something. It's not your fault. This was what happened to Adam after the fall. I'm scared. You see, I see people who get married to unbelievers. I'm scared. You know why? You don't know when you reflect this nature, because it's something that you carry from inside. It's something that you were born with. Okay, and you don't know when you just be exhibiting this kind of attitude. The definition of your love towards your wife is because she has a child. That's totally wrong. Okay, the number two is raising a godly seed. And we can find this in Malachi chapter 2, verse 15. What God is talking about, you see, the reason why he brought a man and a woman together is for them to have a godly seed. The family is a very, very important tool that God is using to shape the society today. And the family is one of the seven mountains of influence, okay, that shapes the society. One of the examples is seen the two sons of Eli, Hophinahas and Phinehas. The Bible says that, you see, these children, the kind of attitude that they exhibited, they were not only nuisance to the society, they also, their life, their bad life also constituted to the death of their father. So that means somebody can actually give to a child that will cause you to die early. When we're getting married, we need to have this in the back of our mind, that the reason why God wants us to get married here is for us to raise a godly seed. Third one is for support and partnership. We can find this in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 9, for Ephesians chapter 4, 9 to 12. I believe that the reason why we marry is for support and partnership. Yes, easy for you to, like, I normally tell people that, you see, women are the future. Yes, women are the future. And the best thing you can do to your wife is, to encourage your wife, support your wife to become more and to be exactly that God wants her to be. When a man has a vision, The woman is your responsibility to speak that vision into a reality. Yes. Come on now. The reason why God has brought you to the life of that man is for you to, continue to ask him, what is your vision? Why are you here? Where are we going? Encourage your husband, for him to achieve his vision. The number 4 is to reflect God's relationship with the church. You can find that in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 31 to 32. So that means I have this understanding that my marriage, I'm not just getting married just for getting married, because is a responsibility that God has put in my hands. That when people look at my marriage, when people look at the way I love my wife, when people look at the way we submit to each other, when people look at the way we live, they'll just have a glimpse, of God's relationship with the church. I think that's the reason why God has brought us together, is for us to reflect the relationship God has with the church. And the last one is purity. Purity, very, very important. You can find that in First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 2, to avoid sexual immorality and, promote a holy union. Paul was speaking and said, if you know that you cannot hold yourself, go and get married. So if you're a man, you know that you cannot hold yourself, you need a wife. If you're a woman, you know that you cannot hold yourself, you need a husband.